So you just bought a Behringer WING, and you still have that Behringer X32 laying around. Well, let me show you how to use that X32 as a stage box and control it from the wing. First, connect your Behringer WING from the AES50-A port to the A port on your Behringer X32. Next on the wing, hit Setup, go to Audio, and make sure that your clock rate is set to either 48K or 44.1, and you will need to remember which one you set it to. And then set your sync source to internal. That way, this is controlling the sync for all of the AES50 devices on the network. Let's hop over to the X32. Now that I'm here at the X32, you're going to hit the setup button, and then you're going to tab all the way over to global. And we're going to make sure that the sample rate is set the same as it was on the wing, and then we're going to set our clock source to be where the wing is plugged into on this console, which in this case is AES50-A. After that, we're going to see a bunch of green up here, signaling that we are connected to the Behringer WING for our sync, which is important. Go over to routing, and then on our AES50-A, we want to make sure that we set this to local 1 through 32. Just like that. Now, one thing to note, 33 through 48 does go from this console to the wing, so you can use this for console-to-console patch. The very last thing that we need to do is we need to go back to setup, tab all the way over to preamps, and then at this point, we need to rotate down until we get to AES50 port A and set this to head amp remote turned on. And then confirm. And at this point, if you go and adjust the gain on your Behringer WING for any of the channels, it'll actually control both the phantom power and the gain of this console. Now that we're back here at our wing, go to routing, go to sources, pull up source group of AES50-A, and we can see that we have our X32 here. Also, if you tap into one of these channels, we'll notice that we have full gain control and phantom power. And if you want to send anything from this console back to the X32, go to Outputs, and then go to your output group of AES50-A, and you have 48 channels that can come from this console to your X32.